Shalom, shalom. July 26, 2022. Yes. Uh Israel is ready. They getting ready to make Damascus and Gaza and Ashdod a ruinous heap. Okay? That comes from Isaiah 17, 1 and 14, Zechariah 9 and 5, and Zephaniah 2 and 4. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. As you see Israel gathering themselves together, sorting out the problems in our nation, uh, putting on the garment of Christ and salvation, preparing, getting ready for what is already transpiring now. Okay, if you don't see, California is up in smoke. Okay, Texas is burning up in smoke. You got floods happening in the middle of the country. You know, you got South America on the brink of just economic famine. Over in Europe, they fracturing. They falling apart. This is the meaning of it will be partly weak and partly strong. Some parts are strong because they have a strong economic base, and other parts are weak because they don't have a strong economic base. Places like Italy, Spain, Greece, all what they will call the old world, is the demographics is terrible. The people are old. They don't have no young people. They haven't been uh they haven't been procreating, replenishing the supply of young people. So most of them are old. Um you got Russia. They say they turned the pipe on, but they only turned it on a little percentage up. So it may be a cold winter for Europe, and they talking about they want to ration gas from other EU nations. So you want to take from the poor nations, right? You want the poor nations to suffer so that the rich nations can continue to prosper and get through the hard times. And that's going to cause a fragmentation too. Once people start feeling that curb in supply out in the marketplace, and them prices start going up because there's more demand than there is supply now, because they cut back. They're talking about cutting back on gas supplies to different parts of the European Union. Pinche, pinche. Portugal, France, uh, who else? Poland. That's what I want to say. Poland. The major one I'm looking at is Poland. If they going along with it. I didn't see anything about them if they're going to go along with this gas thing. But these places are going to be hurting the grain supply. I looked at the agreement that they have. Yes, Russia sent a missile at the port, but that was a warning sign that, look, we can hit you. We not playing games with you. Don't be shipping weapons. Don't be having your military come down to the ports. Do your commerce, do your merchant business, but keep your troops from over this way. Not only that, if you look at the Institute for Study of War, they show you how much the Donetsk, the Soviets, Lugansk regions, those things have pretty much been taken over by Russia. So all that Ukraine is going to defeat Russia in there and get back. Right now, Russia is succeeding in what they're doing, and they said they haven't even got started yet. Now they talking about regime change. Okay, they going all in. They going all in. That means their confidence is up. But I'm still waiting for the United States to come out, for the military to come out and do something that's going to shock Russia and make them pause for a minute. Not stop what they're doing, but pause for a minute. Okay, to rethink what they're doing. I'm waiting for that counteroffensive. If it happens, if it even happens, We don't know how much weapons the United States sent to Poland that Germany has access to. And Germany will join the fight against Iran with Israel, because that will be the catalyst for the Holy Roman Empire to now come into Israel, form a peace deal, um, and and solidify the revealing of the Antichrist. Okay, that's for another day, another video. But just know that Iran is waiting for Israel to do something stupid, like go down in the Gaza Strip to protect the little oil field that they have out there. And this is Palestinian oil, okay? But they just want to cut them off. They disputing over like a 15-mile line. You got Gaza here, and you got the ship right here on the oil field, which is actually belong to Palestine. So they trying to get an agreement, because you can't really steal. You can't just go around stealing people's resources, even though that's what they're doing. They're gonna steal them resources from the Palestinian people, and they're gonna offer them some type of bread of assistance to appease them for what they are doing to them, stealing their resources. But this is what's coming. Okay, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gaza, that whole little strip past that oil ship is in crosshairs. Remember I told you about 2 months ago, a month ago, don't remember, that once they carted off all of the West Bank, they finished up the wall, they carted it all off. They have a land bridge that's going to the Gaza Strip to the West Bank. They have a problem because Hezbollah is all in Gaza, and they have been funneling weapons into the West Bank. Just last night or the other day this week, the head of Hezbollah said, look, we got rockets aimed at Israel, ready to go. So this tells me that the Khameneians are waiting for an opportunity to strike. Now, Raisi, president of Iran, said, "Look, we're not playing games with Israel in their clandestine acts they have been doing. They found a ring of spies. They expelled certain scientists and diplomats that they had over there, and the thing that they did in Iraq, they wrote the fatwa on the Iraq response for the killing of the scientists from Iran, because Israel's been killing Iran scientists left and right. But it's getting to a point where, look, we got to do something. Iran's oil revenues is up. They've been shipping it over to China, shipping it to Russia. They're sending drones over there. China sent troops over to Russia for their military games, and it's a dual fold, military games, and we getting ready to strike. Okay, so it's coming. September, October, the next holy feast days is September 25th, October 4th, October 9th, and October 16th. Those are critical and crucial dates that's coming. And if tomorrow we see some more pain in the stock market, bet to believe is on and popping. We already know that the horsemen are riding. We just haven't seen it all balance out in the scales. Okay, once the markets are balanced out, we haven't seen that fully come to fruition. But nonetheless, we're staying prayed up. We're walking in perpetual miracles. We're doing our tithes and our offerings. We're not being selfish in these times of trouble and need for our brothers and sisters who are in the faith and who are believers. So keep the faith, keep your head up. See you on the next video. Shalom.